Might lose my voice. Don't know. We'll see. Dot, dot, dot. All right.
This is the Sports Timeout Podcast with Jensen Maydew, Tony Caranco, and your host, Wes Underwood.
And welcome into the Sports Timeout Podcast, brought to you by Jeffersons, free fried pickle Fridays. And don't forget about, college nights on Tuesday. Yeah, good stuff there. I think it's 50% off wings for college students. Don't forget their teachers deals, by the way. Excellent. Get over there, get some, enjoy the madness that's to be coming here pretty soon. We're already hitting February tomorrow. It's gonna be weird. February came pretty quick. January just like flew by. But not to mention that we also have the Super Bowl coming up. Jefferson's good place to watch that. Um, yeah, college basketball. Just go grab some wings, grab a drink, take some friends. Then while you're at it, throughout the week, if you're catching those midday games or you're on a break, call Robert's Integrative Dentistry in Joplin if you're looking for that brighter, straighter smile this new year. Man, this is the last day I get to use this new year. That's crazy. Like I said, January just boom, boom, boom. It's already the 31st, guys. But yeah, be sure to schedule your appointment today at 417-622-0404. And also, don't forget to check out TeeTime in Web City. Be sure to grab your friends and enjoy some free pickleball all this month, which ends today. So take advantage of that nice weather that's going to be this weekend and go over there and play some pickleball for free. And if you're not in the mood for that, go play some golf. And if you're not in the mood for that, well, they've got other options that you can do too. So they got a couple more. They got the giant TV out there that you can go watch some sports. You know, you got your bar, you got food. Go enjoy a good lunch over there, get some stuff. Um, it's making me hungry just thinking about it. Not gonna lie, but none of that intrigue you. Go get that iced coffee like I do. Good stuff. Good stuff. Wes Underwood, Clint, Tony out. Jensen's back, and how's it going?
It's going good. It's finally starting to get a little warmer here, and we actually had snow, which
Okay.
is
We
crazy.
told the viewers last week that you get to tell your snow story, so let's go for it. What happened?
My snow story is pretty lame because I'm on the ride out team at the hospital, so I had to be at the hospital the whole
But
time spending
you
the
got
night.
stuck at a hospital. That's not usually typically boring.
I mean, it wasn't necessarily boring. There was a lot to do. I'm just excited. I'll see if it's worth it whenever I get my paycheck in a week to see.
Yeah.
So, but it was fun. It was cool to see like all of the kids, the ones that were able to, we tried to take them down to like see the snow and
Yeah.
just like how excited they were because like a lot of these kids haven't ever seen snow.
No.
So,
Especially
it's just
down
like
there, yeah.
yeah, it's just like the things that like I like think of snow, I'm like, oh, it's an inconvenience, nobody cares. But
Yeah.
then it was like cool to see just like the joy that they had like seeing it. So,
See, there's a
yeah.
good story out of it.
Yeah. Yeah. Fair.
But all right. Well, before we get started, make sure to hit that subscribe and follow button on YouTube. Oh, all right. We're back into the NCAA men's college basketball. I mean, to be honest, looking at the list, the only one I really want off now, and just call it the KU hater in me. I mean, you're probably there too, being a K-Stater, and I mean, Mizzou on the list, they're in the top 20. They're at 16-4. They beat Kansas. They're two games better than Kansas and have one more win than Kansas and have played, in my opinion, tougher opponents than Kansas. And like Tony said last week, I get it. It's just for ratings, it's for talks, it's to keep people yapping. But I really do think that if Mizzou wins this weekend, tomorrow, they're third in the SEC right now, by the way. Okay. That's a tough, tough division. I mean, you got Auburn, Alabama, Florida, then Mizzou. Florida and Mizzou are tied. They're 2 games back of Auburn right now, and they're in the thick of it. Last year was just a down year for Mizzou, and I go on my horse here. But I mean, you really look at it, they beat KU. Yeah, they lose to Auburn and they get blown out because I feel like they really weren't prepared. That's a team you got to be prepared for going in, and I just don't feel like they were. All aspects of the game, it was horrible. Then they lose to Texas. All right, another off guard game. I mean, what? You went on a 4 game winning streak and then lost. And now you come off of number 16 Ole Miss and you beat them, and you beat them almost by 10. Pretty good game. And then now you got number 14 Mississippi State at Mississippi State. Tennessee, it's going to be a little chippy. Number 8, and that will be on the 5th of next, or well, yeah, next month still. It's 31st, so we're good. We're good. But I mean, Mizzou's a team to watch. Okay, if they can get a win here and there, but KU, they got to go. I mean, Purdue, I like them over KU. Marquette, I like them over KU. Tennessee, Michigan State, pretty much the whole top 10, I'm for over KU. KU right now, this is not the best KU team that we've seen. Would you agree?
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
I mean, they're bad, to be honest.
They're bad for Kansas and
I
like
mean,
the
5 losses this early.
yeah, yeah. I think it's just like crazy, like as I'm looking at this list, like all of these, obviously Duke is like has been, always has been like a powerhouse basketball school, but
Been weird
it
to
just
watch them be down for a little bit.
it's just like crazy to see like even like Houston is like not top five, Kentucky, Kansas, even UConn. It's just like it's just weird to see it, you know. Because, yeah, I was like looking at this and I'm like, that's
I mean,
crazy.
another one that's really funny is watching Kentucky succeed while Arkansas and Cal are just, hey, we're here. What's up?
Yeah,
I mean, Mizzou just dominated them too. Another team that should have been a close game, and Mizzou just dominated them.
yeah. I
And
think,
that's why I think they're for real this year. But
yeah, but obviously you have bias.
well, I mean, to be looking at it though, like beating number 1 KU at the time, that was a tall task for them. This is a
That's
team
true.
that hasn't beaten them since what, 2001, 2, somewhere in there.
That's crazy.
I mean, it's been a long time,
Yeah.
but yeah, no, I get you. Duke for sure. I think Auburn for sure is the clear number 1. They're going to be a very tough team, and if you play them at home, nah. Who's the
Mhm.
one team to beat them? I didn't check. I didn't catch that. They lost to Duke. Okay, and where is that? Why did it move on me? That was a pretty good win for Duke,
It was,
84-78.
do you know Duke's two losses?
Duke's 2 losses.
They beat Auburn.
Um, I'll get there. Kentucky, oddly, early in the season, 3 games in, they were probably feeling pretty good after themselves. And then Duke lost to KU. So there's that, I guess.
Okay, KU and UK.
Yeah. Good luck out there for the dyslexics like me because I always used to call KU UK all the time anyway. University of Kansas and yeah. So
At least
I
they're
always
both
got corrected too. Do
yeah.
what?
I said at least they're both basketball schools.
They are. Yeah. Growing up, I was always like, KU, UK, yeah, University of Kansas, let's go. I'm like, nope, that's not right. But all right, well, we'll move on. We'll go to the women's side. Um, what sticks out to you there in the women's bracket?
Um,
Anything this early?
I think honestly, something that bothers me, I think that USC and Notre Dame should be flip-flopped.
Yeah,
Not that that's a big difference, but
yeah, I agree there.
and even I mean UConn, but Texas is a good team. I
Yeah,
don't know. I don't feel like anything is like insanely wrong.
Oh, LSU finally lost, so there's that. I thought they were going to go undefeated. I'm not even joking. Like, Mulkey had them going, and then they had one mishap, and they ended up losing. I. It's funny because we had all that Iowa stuff, and they're not even on the map anymore. And then,
I feel like
okay,
that's
so
not
South
surprising.
Carolina beat LSU. All right, by 10. Okay,
Yeah.
they're taking receipts there. They'll be back. They'll play each other again, guarantee it.
Oh, for sure. I think a team to watch this year that might surprise people is TCU.
Yeah,
They have a good team.
20-2.
Yeah, which is good for TCU, you know. Um,
South Carolina's one loss, and ooh, Oklahoma State beat them by one. All right, that close, huh? And then they go and beat Baylor by 5. After that, Baylor's ranked 25th. They got K-State left. K-State's number 11. Do you agree where K-State is? Being a fan?
I mean, yeah, I think Kansas State, the women's team are usually like always middle of the pack. But I think
Yeah.
this year they do have like an above average team, but I don't think that they deserve top 10. So I like 11 feels good. Honestly kind of feel like it's generous.
Yeah.
But
I
they're a top
mean,
5 team
they
for sure.
they played well against Iowa State last night, and Mizzou actually kept up with Texas, number 5. So I see where you're at on Texas. I mean, in the third quarter last night, they only trailed by 5 at one point. So
Yeah. I think it'll be fun to see even like UConn, LSU, like just that honestly the top 10, like seeing them like duke it out this year will be really fun
yeah,
because all of the teams are really good teams. Women's sports are just great.
they're
So
thriving right now.
yeah. Um so yeah, I'm really excited.
I think I think honestly, I've watched more women's games this year than I have men, which that hasn't happened in a long time. But we went to Missouri Southern last weekend. Sorry you weren't there with everything, but you sound like you had a good time. But 50th anniversary of women's athletics at Missouri Southern. That was pretty fun to watch. Seeing they had that place packed. It brought the old reminisce of back when you were in school, back when I was in school, when we actually packed the place. Like they don't have that big old student section anymore, and that's kind of disappointing. But Pitt State filled up their respective areas. Missouri Southern fans bought tickets for the rest of the areas. It was a sellout. It really was. I think there was maybe 30 seats left in the place. I'm not even gonna lie. Um, and then on top of that, you had all the women of the past that were there just supporting. And unfortunately, Missouri Southern wasn't able to pull that out against Pittsburgh, but still a good game, still a good atmosphere. Love to see it back. It was nice.
Yeah, I've been seeing a lot of obviously like posts about it. Um I'm sad I missed it. There was like a lot of people there. Like
Yeah,
truly more than I thought. Like honestly.
yeah. I saw some of your former teammates,
Yeah.
so it was weird, like watching everybody come back in there, and it's like I remember you. It's like you look a little bit different, like you don't play anymore, so
Yeah.
obviously you're like dressed in street clothes and takes you a second to memorize who it is, but
hmm Like not in uniform.
yeah,
Yeah.
like that's all I ever saw most of you guys in was uniform when I worked there, and I was just like, all right, well, don't really know what they look like outside of basketball, but cool.
Fair. True.
But I mean, men's side too. Like it was weird to see those guys out in public. They always wore those hoodies and their track pants and all that stuff or whatever, sweats. There you go. That's
Yep.
like, what's up, guys? How are you? But all right, well, stepping out of college basketball. The next person that we talk about used to dominate college basketball on the women's side, and we'll go Caitlin Clark here. And I mean, passes up on the NBA All-Star Game 3-point contest, and that's been more of late. I didn't realize that it was a thing until this story popped up, and I mean, You said it was Ionskew, right? Or something like that. Onskew?
Yeah.
I hate that I can't
Sabrina.
pronounce
Yeah, that's why I just say Sabrina.
that. Yeah.
Sabrina and Steph
Yeah.
uh did it. Yeah.
And they had conversations to return too. And I mean, it's gonna be interesting. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, yeah.
I know.
Sabrina,
I don't I
3 point.
don't really think that like I don't blame Caitlin for
Nah, I
not.
mean she's got a lot going on. She's got to go support her Chiefs now at the Super Bowl. Got to go sing or not sing, but stand with Taylor Swift. She's got those things going. Those are important. Free time,
Right.
enjoying
If I was
yourself.
her, if I was her, I'd be going to do those things over a 3-point contest.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, this is probably the first time in her life that one, she's not in season, and two, she's able to just go enjoy a Chiefs game because she was talking about how it had been since high school. Like, yeah, when she was at Iowa, she went to a couple because they invited her and everything. But then to get invited this year to the press, like to the suites, and be able to sit up there and watch the game. Oh yeah, you can sit by Taylor. Cool. Haha. Woo. It's like that's when you know you made big time. Like, here's your spot. Soak it in. Have
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really good for her. It's really cool.
But she's had a lot of good stuff this year happen to her. Hope she's able to handle it coming into next season. I mean, we saw how that rookie season went. She did well, but at the beginning it was very rough and it was interesting to watch. I mean, you've never really seen her bullied, and WNBA gave it to her. So
Yeah, they were out to get her.
it will be fun. I think
Yeah.
she'll have a good year too. I think she's probably going to just break out and do her thing in year two,
Yeah, you just gotta get comfortable.
pretty much.
Yeah.
All right, next up, WNBA free agency, and one that really catches me. So I'm a Chicago Sky fan. Courtney Vandersloot coming back. Excited about that. Deal can't be made official until tomorrow, but Vandersloot already has updated her bio on Instagram and it says Chicago Sky. So boom, boom, boom. Like, all right.
Is it a
Tell
one
me,
year?
tell me you're excited without telling me you're excited. Do what?
Is it a 1 year?
I think so. Yeah.
I think it is. Yeah. But yeah.
Five-time All-Star, WNBA pick, all WNBA pick returns to the Sky franchise that drafted her in 2011, which that was a good time to watch Sky basketball
Yeah.
back in those days. Yeah, 1 year deal.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, that's exciting for this guy for sure.
I
Uh,
mean, now you're going to be able to come in and shape Angel Reese.
yeah.
You're going to be able to play with Cardoso, who I am honestly a big fan of Cardoso. It's sad that she was hurt at the beginning of the year and towards the end of the year. I mean, she's a big girl and she probably gets hurt quite a bit being under the basket like that and just she took a lot. She took a lot of elbows and she pretty much puts her body into every game getting those rebounds. So,
Yeah.
but
That's
we'll see. We'll see what Vandersloot does help kind of alleviate that, but still effective. I mean, 6.4 points a game and 4.8 assists. So played for the Liberty, did her thing.
mm-hmm. She
But
sure did. Yeah.
what was the other one you were excited about or kind of
Well, obviously we have to talk about Kelsey Plum now going to the Sparks. Uh,
uh
and then Jewel Lloyd is now going to the Aces, which both of them being number one draft picks, that's why like everybody's freaking out about it.
yeah.
So I mean
Plum kind of shocked me. I wonder if something happened because she looked comfortable for the longest time.
I I think I'm sure it was just business. I don't because like even the Aces have came out and said like we love Kelsey. Like so I'm sure it just was one of those things where business came before relationships.
Maybe.
Um
Yeah.
because yeah, and like the Aces like, they used like Kelsey Plum was a big part of their team.
Oh yeah,
So, I think
for
that'll
sure.
be a big loss, but also Jewel Lloyd obviously is a big name.
It's a
So,
big name too.
um,
Yeah.
it'll be exciting to see. them all play together. Another one that I saw that kind of like shocked me was Alyssa Thomas going to Phoenix.
Yeah.
Um, she played for the Sun, and actually she is engaged or married to Bonner, who's also on the Sun. So now like I feel bad for them, one now going to Phoenix, one still being in Connecticut. So it'll be interesting to see how that also plays out. Um, I think that there was another one that I wanted to talk about. Oh, duh, Brittany Griner,
Yeah.
signing that 1 year deal with Atlanta.
Atlanta. That was a little shocking to me.
Yeah, but
But
it's fun to see, like, you know, I feel like people have talked about her so much,
yeah,
just with everything that she went through.
yeah.
And so it'll be exciting to hopefully see her like persevere and like come out of that and have hopefully a good season with the Dream.
Talking about persevering, good season, getting out of somewhere and going on. Do we talk Jimmy Butler or do we leave it?
Oh my gosh, I'm not sure what there is to talk about. I mean, like, I think honestly, I don't blame him for doing what he's doing because
No,
he
yeah.
asked for a trade. They said no. So he's like, oh, well, I'll show you. Like, I'll make you trade me. So I'm not surprised. And I would probably do the same
The
petty
thing that's
thing.
getting me is just how they're wording everything. Chose to not get on the team bus and not participate in activities, and so they suspended. It's
Walked out
like
of,
you get
dude,
suspended for not getting on a bus. Okay.
there was one that was like, this is when he was like suspended indefinitely when it was like, walked out of shoot around after finding out he's not starting. I was like, come on.
That was funny. I was like, oh my. It's like,
So
really, does he care? I mean, honestly, I think it'd be good for him to go back to Chicago too, pull a Vandersloot and just go back and just finish his career there where he started.
yeah.
But again, that's the Bulls bias in me too. So
But like I feel like it's been very evident that like he's not happy in Miami.
yeah,
Uh,
absolutely.
so I just don't I mean obviously he's a great player. I just don't understand like if a player doesn't want to be somewhere, then he's obviously not gonna benefit them like they want him to. And so then like why don't you just let someone go that's unhappy? Like,
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like I don't get it. Like I understand wanting him on your team because he's great, but if he's not happy, he's not gonna perform. So
nope.
like I don't get that.
We
Um
we all get it. They don't.
yeah, and it might be, I don't know. I haven't looked that deep into like his contract to see like would they like have to like buy him out? Would they not? Like it could be something with that, but either way, like I don't know.
Dress him
He's
out,
not
put him on the
happy.
bench. Sorry,
Yeah.
kid, go in. All right,
Yeah.
we're gonna drag him on.
No, literally. So it'll be interesting to see how that plays out for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah. All right, basketball. Now we touch NFL. Didn't really want to touch a whole lot here. Gonna save that for Super Bowl week. Pro Bowl is just a joke at this point. I'm glad they brought the skills competition back, but other than that, the game itself is definitely a joke. Um, so yeah, moving on. Talking Bill Belichick. Uh, yeah, interesting news this week is comes on Pat McAfee suggesting that the Super Bowl trophy be named after Tom Brady. And the Super Bowl trophy is named after Vince Lombardi, obviously, if you live under a rock or you don't follow sports. Green Bay Packers coach who led his team to wins in the first two Super Bowls. Also, did not three-peat, guys, in the NFL. Just a heads up. Chiefs could do that. Green Bay did not do that. They three-peated before the NFL merger. Okay? Three-peated before. So it doesn't count in the NFL. It's still not an NFL record. All right? Set that straight? Okay, gotcha. But yeah. Belichick said coaches can't win games without players. Suggested the Lombardi Trophy be named after Tom Brady. who won an NFL record 7 Super Bowl rings in his career and 6 with Belichick as his head coach. And yeah, he just comes on and says that, and I don't know. I mean, maybe.
No.
I'm probably not, but maybe. Like, they might convince him to do it. Don't know. I mean, he's a pretty intimidating guy sitting in a room, right?
That's fair.
But
I just feel like there's like so much history,
no,
like
absolutely.
with the
It's just like
name.
why would you change, like, should it be the Pat Mahomes trophy already or
Right.
Patrick Mahomes trophy already for the AFC side? Because he's already gone what? Is it 7 AFC championships and won 4 or 5? I don't know.
I don't
Somewhere in
remember.
there. I should know that. But, and then Tom Brady, like, he had to win one over on the other side, so he had 6, probably more than that because he played the Giants and lost a couple times and other teams as well. But I don't know. It's weird.
Yeah.
I wouldn't do that. It, little bit of a point, sure, but I don't think you're going to get a lot of people. And Green Bay, like, was the historic team at that time. Like, again, mentioning they had 2 3-peats before they became NFL, and then Vince Lombardi took them to multiple Super Bowls while they were in the NFL. So, and then the Packers, I think, sit at 20 something titles total, 11, somewhere in there. They're like the dominant team. Then the Patriots came in to surge. Chiefs are getting up there. Not a lot of teams have won that many times. So you had the 49ers and Giants have won a few, I think, total. But I don't know.
Mhm.
Yeah, I agree. I guess just leave it. Let it be.
Speaking of name, I guess it's not changes, but um sorry to take it back to WNBA, but I saw recently, it was today, yesterday, that they want to bring a WNBA team to Nashville.
Yeah, yeah,
Um like the Candace Parker's like supporting it and they want to name it like Tennessee Summit after Pat Summit.
yeah.
And I was like, that's like such a cool idea.
That would be a good one. That actually makes
Oh,
sense too.
right. Even though I want WNBA in Kansas City,
Yeah,
or Houston. Um,
it might. They're
it would,
looking at merging just like the NWSL is. So
yeah, but it would be cool. Like I think that would be a really cool way to honor
yeah,
Pat. So yeah.
absolutely. All right. Next up, we go ahead and head into the soccer talk, and it's brought to you by the Corner Kick in Neosho. Be sure to stop by the Corner Kick located at 1411 Blue Oak Lane, Suite C, Neosho Mo. They have the largest soccer store in Southwest Missouri, Northwest Arkansas, and Southeastern Kansas, Northeastern Oklahoma. Be sure to check them out Tuesday through Sunday for your football needs. And Sam would be proud that I have been following quite often about what's going on. And for sure, my goodness, the Kansas City Current have been on a tear this offseason and continuing to make signings. And let's just look at this list here. Okay. You bring back Elizabeth Ball, you bring back Kristen Hamilton, and then what do they go do? They go get a big gun. Okay. 2 years in, she's kind of a young gun, but a big gun too. She was able to help stop a team last year in the Orlando Pride that were pretty dominant through the season. And let's see, we've got Haley Hopkins. Okay. She's coming in. And that's going to be awesome. Like everything that they've already done. And then they re signed Temwa Chawinga, rightfully so. 3 year deal, new deal. This team is going to be, and they're not done yet. Their slots are almost full, but they're not done yet. And to get their newest acquisition in Hopkins, they gave up $50,000, which I think was a steal in international money. And to have Chawinga back, be able to bring over some international players later in the year, all the wheeling and dealing that they did last year. I mean, you knew something was coming up, and just this team is continuing and continuing to do what they're able to do. And I don't know. Our interview with Reagan last week was pretty like, okay, yeah, they know what they're doing. They've still got the same motto this year. They're going one game at a time. They're not putting too much in front of them. They're not getting distracted, and they're just going to go at it. So, super excited there. And then over on the Sporting Kansas City side, soccer is going to be fun. Peter Vermees is able to do his job now and just go over and scout players and be able to do that. And as the GMs are able to go over and do stuff, and he's able to kind of like sit back and take a lesser role and be able to be with his team and then kind of just think about all the stuff that he needs, like player wise and what they're going to need in general. A couple big names coming up. Can't confirm them yet, so don't really want to talk about them, but hopefully coming. I mean, credible sources, including Daniel Sperry and Chad Smith up there. And I mean, it's just, it's fun to watch, and soccer's growing, obviously. And to be a part of this journey so far and seeing how everything's gone in the last 5 years that we've done this. I mean, it's crazy that we've been covering soccer for 5 years now. And to be able to do that and keep it going, love it. The relationships that we've made with people and all the stuff that's gone on. So continuing to do that is going to be fun. And can't wait for the team here in Joplin to get started. It's coming up pretty quick, like less than a month. So excited for that. Um, really excited to see that flourish here in the area as well. So, but yeah, enough for soccer talk now. Season's getting ready to heat up. We got a couple matches coming up in February, so that's going to be fun. Sporting will be taking on Inter Miami, and they'll be playing Messi in Kansas City again. So excited for that. And I know a lot of kids around here will be too, and a lot of adults. So, all right. Now we'll go into the local sports update brought to you by Trackside Burgers. They're open at 1515 West 10th Street. Go get some weekend barbecue this weekend. Also, don't forget Mondays, kids eat free as long as parents buy an adult meal. So be sure to get over there again this new year, and you won't regret it. Check them out. Most Moso softball returns to action tomorrow. They will participate in the Branson Leadoff Classic today. They will play at 10 a.m. against University of Arkansas Monticello, and at 12 o'clock p.m. versus Southwestern Oklahoma University. Then tomorrow they take on Southern Nazarene at noon, then Arkansas Tech at 4, and they will wrap up Sunday against Maryville University at 11 a.m. and end with Oklahoma Baptist at 1 p.m. So all those games will be taking place in Branson, Missouri, and will be played at the Branson Recplex. So also in return, Southern Baseball, they return to action in the Dugan Invite today. They will take on Southern Arkansas at 4 p.m. Tomorrow, they'll play Henderson State at 10 a.m. And Sunday, they will take on Ouachita Baptist at 10 a.m. All games will be played in Hot Springs, Arkansas at Majestic Park. So, beautiful weekend for that. Go check those games out. And then for basketball, women came up huge win yesterday Thursday. And the women's and men's team will be back in action this weekend as they head to Northeastern State in Tahlequah, Oklahoma. And women play at 1:30 with the men to follow. And on that, we now head to the 2-minute warning brought to you by Ghetto Tacos on Fridays. Today, get 10% off all burritos all day long. They do close at 8 p.m. They're located at 536 Northeast Street, Webb City, Missouri. Drive-through is available. You can call ahead at 417-717-1261. And make sure you stop by and get some food. Soda fries are always a killer over there. California burrito, that's a good one. But yeah, local sports, basketball. Webb City boys have homecoming against Glendale. Tip is set for 7. And the only other game in action tonight, Carl Junction, they'll host Clinton. Tip is also set for 7 p.m. So pretty limited on the games this weekend, but next week we got quite a bit going on as basketball season's wrapping up, districts getting ready to happen. I can't believe I'm saying that. Softball and baseball are already starting at Southern, and then you got high school coming along too, and it's just boom, 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 full circle. So, and then NCAA March Madness coming up. We're gonna do bracket this year. We should have a sports timeout bracket.
Yeah, we totally should.
I think we got something going last year, didn't we? Or talked
Yeah,
about it? I don't remember.
no, we did. And but we gotta do men's and women's.
Yeah, we got to get it bigger this year. We got to have it on. We got to get some viewers in it. So, if y'all want to participate, we'll be getting those details out soon because that will be fun. Um, yeah. Anything for the weekend you got?
I'm working on a research paper, so pretty boring. Um, I wish I had something better or more fun to report, but I don't.
Finally get a weekend to relax. That'll be nice. It's been a while. Work,
Yeah.
work, 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 work,
Yeah.
as the
So
song goes. But
both of us, not much happening this weekend.
no, probably watch the Mizzou game at noon, and then I might I might watch a little bit of the Pro Bowl just to see how it goes in the first quarter, but not much after that. So
Yeah, I feel like you'll just be disappointed.
pretty much, yeah, probably. Wouldn't doubt it. Tony probably likes that though. He likes being disappointed. I'm just kidding. Just kidding. But no. I know he doesn't like the Pro Bowl either, so but all right, well, on that note, we'll see y'all next week on the Sports Timeout. Take care.